Quick question. How many things have you not posted because you overthought it? Drafts, videos, ideas just sitting there. This is Do It Anyways, a space where you feel ready, but you're overthinking things, but you ready to move forward and get up and move, okay? And today we're talking about posting it anyways. All right, get your coffee, your notes, whatever it is you need to do, because we about to get to it. A lot of us don't struggle with starting, we struggle with being seen. Because it's like once you post something, it's not yours no more. You struggle with being judged, being critical. What is it called? Ridiculed, being judged for the most part, ignored, overlooked, misunderstood, all of those things. So instead, we tweak it, we overthink it, we over edit it, we leave it in drafts. We keep looking and we keep scrolling to see if somebody else's idea of the same thing that you was about to do is better. Or how can you make it similar to somebody else's? But most of the times, it's not that it's not ready. It's just, we're just not comfortable yet. We're not comfortable with whatever it is, right? We're not comfortable with the piece of content. We're not comfortable with the level of editing. We think it's not aesthetic enough. We think it's not up to par, right? But in reality is, at some point, you're just going to have to push it out there and move on to the next thing, or you'll never be getting things done. It literally it'll like suck you in and hold you in, overthinking to that capacity, something that probably could bring you joy. Something that probably could bring you joy. Okay, y'all want to know the truth? The truth is, your content, your ideas, your business doesn't grow just from being in your head. It's great to be innovative. It's great to have ideas, but until you put them out to the world, unfortunately, it really doesn't matter because a lot of times most of us have these amazing ideas that could touch other people, that could help other people, but we trap them in our own brains and they don't do what they're meant to do. Like, not to get all religious, but God gives you gifts, ideas, and purpose, right? And oftentimes when we hoard them in our brain and don't put them out there, we're not fulfilling what we're meant to be doing. The reality is they grow when you put them out there, when they're messy, when they're imperfect, when they're not overly edited. Some of my best content, I'm not even joking to y'all, some of my best content, I edited the least. Yeah. They didn't have intros. They didn't have all the things. They didn't have a whole bunch of words. This might not. You know what I mean? Because sometimes these type of videos where I'm just talking to y'all, yes, I was able to get my little mic, but there's no script. I'm just talking to y'all, right? I got some bullet points, but that's it. Sometimes that's the best content. Some of my best content doesn't have moving things, doesn't have sound effects. I think when we over edit, when we overthink it, it blocks your creativity too. And this is why I say we are creating more than we consume, because all of that consuming will block your creativity and your own thoughts. I really feel like the more you post, or once you finally post, it gets you one step closer to building your confidence, building your community, feeling better. Like, the more I went live, the more confident. It's so funny. Going live made me more confident in my content. Because I got easier to talk on the fly. I feel more comfortable coming up with things on the fly. Even if I have bullet points, I can go deeper because that confidence of like, oh, when there's nobody in the room, when there is people in the room, when you know that people are watching you, but they just haven't joined the room, all those things. Sorry, I know I'm talking fast. But I love this topic because I talk to so many people that are inspired by me, by others, whatever, but they're blocked by overthinking, editing, or whatever it may be. And I get it. Like, there's content that I have sitting in CapCut, just sitting there. Sometimes I just don't feel like it's the time. I don't really care that much about how it looks no more. I've very much decided I am not the quote unquote, I don't even know. Aesthetic is aesthetic, right? I don't know. Everybody's aesthetic is different. I'm a more vibrant person. Nevertheless, my point is, I think there's some really amazing creatives, creators, influencers, and a lot of times we get in our own way. So these are some of the things that I like to ask myself when I feel myself slightly overthinking. Instead of the idea of anything being perfect in life. Like, what? Because remember, I always say this. I'd rather be powerful than perfect any day, okay? Ask yourself this. Is this honest? As in, is this honestly who I am? Is this helpful? Because besides being funny, and even funniness can be helpful to somebody, right? Brings them joy. Is this helpful? Are you adding value to people? And then my favorite is this me showing up. How are you showing up? Are you showing up as you? Not what everybody keeps saying, all these content creator tips and whatever else. Are you showing up as me, as you? You know what I'm saying? And if the answer is yes, Post it anyway. This is your sign from me to you. You don't need to have it all figured out to be visible. And also, you don't need it to be visible to everybody, just to the right people. You don't need perfect lighting, but you do need good lighting. You don't need the perfect words. You don't need a script. You don't need AI. Just show up as you. Okay? Do you. All the other stuff will just come naturally. The more you do content, the more you'll care about your lighting, the more you'll care about a mic. But you'll care about it, but it just flows naturally with it. You'll want to add to the experience for your audience. You just need to start showing up. Just start showing up, even if it's in small ways. And I know over here on YouTube it's harder because you feel like you got to create these long, hour-long episodes and things like that, but it's not. Start small with your shorts. Start small with small little mini series. That's what it's been successful for me, to have themes and have series, because it makes me accountable, if that makes any sense. So whatever you've been sitting on, that's in your drafts, that's in CapCut, that's in Edit, whatever app you use, this is your sign to post it anyways. Post it anyways. Post it anyways. Post it anyways. And I'll see y'all next Wednesday. And we're not going to overthink this week. Cheers.